Alright, this will be a quick-ish playthrough of Turncoats as like a part 2 of my vaguely helpful how to play the other day. And so I'll set it up as a 3-person game, and I'm using Cluedo characters as the 3 characters that I'll play. This guy used to be called Reverend Green. I don't know what he's called now. Doesn't need to. So green, red, yellow. And the bag that we pull extra from are off camera on the table. And everyone starts with 8. I'll just get 2, 4, 6, 8. 2, 4, 6, 8. 2, 4, 6, 8. And in the actual game, there's going to be dog hair. I'm doing it on the floor. During the game, these are secret. So everyone keeps these a secret from each other. The red base starts with 2. Blue base starts with 2, yellow base starts with 2, and everything else is randomized. This is like a mountain district, so no one can go in there. And your 4 actions are march, which you place a stone on a flag, negotiate, you draw a stone from the bag off camera, and you reveal a stone to return to the bag. Recruit, you just place a stone, and battle, you place a stone on the axe and choose an area to attack. The game ends when everyone negotiates in a row. Right? So we'll start with Mr. Green. He's looking at the game board. Oh yeah, and you win by having the majority in your hand of the majority that wins. So currently the majority holds like this. Green has 1, yellow has 1, red has 1. Everything else is tied. So because green has a bunch of yellows, he's going to try and tip it in the favor of yellows. So he's going to attack with a green, and he's going to attack this red to take it off the board. This returns to the bag. And green now has 2 majority. And also green breaks ties, which is 1, 2, oh no, he's not going to do that. He's going to bring that back. He's going to move. So green is going to move here. He's done this so that yellow gets a majority, and then he will, oh no, he moves over here. And then yellow will go on the battlefield to break some ties, right? So then red comes. Red has some greens and some reds. Red has seen that green has opened up a yellow. So maybe they'll get in on the yellow, or maybe they'll get in on the red, because red has some ties here. So maybe red's just going to recruit. Red will recruit here to stuff up his plans with that. Then Mustard has a ton of reds, so he is going to just start recruiting too, so that he can battle a bit later. Green comes around again. He will battle, and he will get red off the board, because he thinks people are starting to muster red and he doesn't have so many reds. So now all of the yellows tiebreakers are 1. So yellow has a majority here, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So yellow is currently winning. So then it comes over to red. Red sees that yellow is winning. Do they double down and follow yellow? Yes. So they will negotiate one of their reds into the bag. Mixy, mixy, mixy. Then they show... No, they don't show. Then they put that in their hand. Then they have to show 1 to return. So they show red, and they return it to the bag. Then Mustard is going to see what happens with red, and he will move yellow to here. No, to here. Then it comes around to green. Green likes how the board game looks, or the board looks, and he's going to negotiate by putting this in the bag. Take a random one from the bag, puts this in his hand, and then shows everyone that he's returning a red. Wait, no, you take two. Do you take one or take two? Play stone, no, draw stone, reveal, yeah, you swap. No, I did that wrong. Yeah, you're supposed to put one in the bag, take one out of the bag. No, you take one from the bag, then reveal the one you put back. So I think I've put too many back in the bag for him. So he has 6, 6, 6. Yeah, okay. I think that makes sense. Then red will back yellow a little bit. So they'll get green to battle. To battle red and take them off the board. So now green has 1, and that's it. 2. Yellow have 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh no, because this ties it. It's not just per person. So this is 1, 2, and yellow is 1, 2, 3, 4. So then this guy looks at the board and he's like, I gotta get more red on the board, so I'm just gonna recruit. So that gives them a majority here. Comes back to green, and green is like, gotta get some yellows. So he's going to move reds here. Then it comes around, red. Red's gonna negotiate. So red takes one from the bag. This is how it's done correctly. Sees that it's a red, decides to keep it, puts a green back. That is how it's done. And they show the green. Then we come back to here. This is still 1, 2. Red's not winning at all. Red's got to start doing some stuff. Have I not done something? Negotiate, march. Yeah, let's march. So green marches into yellow's territory. Then we come to green, and green is still behind. So let's say green attacks. Oh, this is a good example. So when you attack, you can attack with as many on this board and as many as you have here. So because he has 3, and because he has 2 on the board, he can take these 2 off this board completely, right? So that goes back to the bag. And then yellow is in front, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Because they've got 2 and green doesn't have 2. So then red is going to negotiate, because they see that without putting much more effort in, they could have a majority. They bring out a green, then they show everyone green, put it back in the bag. Mustard is not in a great position for basically anything, but they're going to recruit, see what happens. Green thinks they've won, so they need to get more yellow. So they take some from the bag, they get a yellow, they put a green back, they show everyone a green, and Bob's your uncle. Then red is also in the same position. They think they're winning, so then they... Can they do anything else? They're going to move red into this. Maybe they'll recruit next. Then red is a little irritated at how the game is going. So they will negotiate. And they've gotten red. They show everyone a green. Then it's back to green. And they are convinced that they're about to win. So they negotiate. Oh no, I need to pull one out first. Oh. And it's green. And they show everyone that they're returning red. Then red 2 thinks that they're winning, so they negotiate. They get a yellow and they return a green. Red knows for sure they're not winning, so they just shut the game down. So they negotiate, they bring out a green, they keep their red and they put the green back. So, because everyone has negotiated, the game finishes and we have to check who has the majorities. So, reds have 1, 2, and nothing in battle, so they don't tie anything. So red has 2. We'll just mark it over here. No, that'll get confusing. Yellow has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And green has 1 because they, 2. So green has 2. So yellow has 1, the majority on the board. So then we look into the characters. Mustard has only reds, not a winner. Green has 3 and red has 4. So because red has the majority of the color that won the majority on the board, red wins. Now I love this game heaps because at different player number, the game completely changes. The starting board and what you have in your hand completely changes the game. And the fact that it's just 4 simple actions, right? It's not super complicated, but every move changes the board. Because if at the end there's a tie between the 2 majority stakeholders, then this is the... then this is the tiebreaker for the next thing. So because they had... Oh no, I took that off the board. But let's say they had this, then they would win because they have the most of the runner-up. There's a bunch of tiebreakers in this game because it does end in ties quite often. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. Hopefully that was vaguely helpful.